Alright, it's time to switch gears back to music outside of myself. And just got done watching Citizen Toxie's video and thought I would, and then also Carl, welcome back Carl, watching your response as well as another one of your videos. Really glad to have you back, Carl. I forgot your screen name already, you know. But I thought I'd go ahead and attempt to do a response to the Show Me Your Comps thread. I think the first easiest way to do it is that I do have one section mainly for my comps, although there are some spread out that I haven't put away yet. But let's see. That's pretty mostly comps. Not all, but mostly comps. It's the end. I mean, one side over there is the end of the Z's Zappa, and then this at the end of the Z's, and then starts the comps going down into my classical section. So I'm just going to grab, well, first I'm going to grab this section here because Carl showed some a killer compilation, the recommended records sampler. I bought mine in the store, so I didn't get the it has all of the inserts, but those extras I didn't get those. Except the 7-inch, I have it with a different, but without a cover. But I bought it separate from this. But this is a double album. This is excellent, and he's right. Just everyone from Art Zoid to Universe Zero, Faust, Henry Cow, Feliu Gasul is a band that I discovered on here that is just fantastic. They did a series of these, and I only have only been able to score a few. They did a thing called the Recommended Records Quarterly. And so here's a volume 1, number 1. This one, unfortunately, does not have the booklet. They would come with these pretty massive booklets of information and accompanying text. Here's the only other one I have, which is volume 1, number 3. I have some more on tape that I smartly recorded from a friend who had them in his collection. He's since sold them all, but let me open this and come to this, like I said, huge book. 1986. Chris Cutler indeed was one of the founders and primary movers of this label, and this just has all kinds of information, articles, reviews. This one's talking about Hungary. Cool. So this is a. I mean, I got to vibing with Carl. You know, he was right. This is deluxe. Recommend Records. Everything associated with that label is, at the very least, interesting. High quality, not academic, but maybe some might say that. But no, it's just intelligent. I mean, but not all that. You know what I'm saying? But real. I mean, people with their finger on the pulse of real expression. I can't show you the cover of what I'm playing because it's on my iTunes, but I'm listening to Tribalistas from Brazil, which I believe includes Marissa Monte and Carlinhos Brown and Arnaldo Antun. I'm not sure I'm saying. So here are some. I just grabbed some more. Recorder 3, Bristol Recorder. I have another one with Peter Gabriel on it and Echo and the Bunnymen. This one is out of UK, 80s, 1981. Oh, this one is cool. It has Robert Fripp's Frippertronics on it. Thompson Twins, Akome. I'll have to open this. See, these are things I haven't looked at for a while because this one I found used with a little bit of wear, but. And the booklet inside is supposed to be stapled, but it came. But it's complete. It's in here. Okay. The articles are usually about the about the artist. Here's one about Robert Fripp, Discipline. So Oh my goodness, huge interview. I'm sure I've read this, but I can't recall it. But and then the Burundi drummers here, probably related to WOMAD. Okay, it's over there. See, I just grabbed, but so here's Bristol Recorder 3, and I have one more. I have Bristol Recorder, the first one. I mean, I read about this, had to get it because it has Peter Gabriel live on it. That's not on anything else. Unreleased tracks, live tracks, only available here. Plus Echo and the Bunnymen. Very interesting. Excerpts, the Welders, the Radicals. And again, it has a booklet inside. So two very interesting comps. I mean, you know, you can call them I put them into compilations because it's multiple artists. Another way that comps have been referred to as various artists over the years. Here is another recommended records related compilation called Voices, Notes, Noise. Now this is interesting because the way it's packaged is the record is clear vinyl, and it's recommended music, 1984. Nice pressing, German pressing here, but the cover is not a cover. Well, it is. Okay, yeah, it is actually. So here's the cover with the information, but this is a slide sheet which they encourage you to mount into slides, and some of the slides are, you know, graphic stuff. Some sexual, some stuff where it's like mutilated animals, you know, like roadkill or something. You know that aesthetic that I'm talking about. You folks that know about, I don't know what you know, tend to think of industrial music, but also just kind of the term that comes to mind is a thinker's underground, where you don't really shun looking at all aspects of life, which can be pretty gritty, and a whole lot more than just that. Okay, some more comps that I just pulled. Here's a fantastic one, QED, double album set. This is fantastic. It's all these just great artists who did these live performances at this performance space, I understand, in Holland. I believe it's called QED. I also have the CD of this. I mean, it's just got some dope artists on it. We have everyone starting with Laibach, Dieform, Zev, SPK, Der Plan, Chris and Cozy, Het Zweet, Sprung aus den Wolken, the Hafler Trio, Einstürzende Neubauten, P16D4, Etant Donné. I'm not done. If you know these bands, you know, fuck, and it's all exclusive shit from performances and stuff. SBOTHI, Test Department, legendary Pink Dots. This is a comp and a half. So, yeah, I got a vibe off of that's how I operate, you know, is I vibe. It's never a thing of disrespect that I don't want to, because you hear me now, you know who I'm talking to, because my heart is open, and, you know, I ain't no bullshit motherfucker, you know, but I am different from a lot of people in that I insist on being honest about what's going on with me, rather than being fake and pretend. I hate that shit, you know, where you pretend to try to just do something just to make people happy. Love is real, you know, and when you don't do what someone bids, it's not an act of unlove. So let's keep going. Here's a Crepuscule compilation that I wish I had the entire set of. The Quick Neat Job. My friend Frank up in Spokane has a few of these. And this is going to include artists like Paul Haig, Pleasure Ground, Anna Domino, Blaine Renninger from Tuxedo Moon, the fantastic Du Crepuscule label out of Belgium. Fabulous label that had some sort of association with Factory Records, if I'm not mistaken. Here's a wonderful comp that comes out of Germany, Pop Underground. I believe this is 1969. Just one of my favorite colored vinyls in my collection, and to be so old and so vivid. That's Al Cooper, not Cat Stevens, in the middle there. Al Cooper, originally of Blood, Sweat, and Tears, played. He was the guy that took Bob Dylan Electric. I understand, was in the band on organ. But yeah, this is a great comp with everything from Blood, Sweat, and Tears to Big Brother and the Holding Company. Just some greats on the CBS label, CBS Columbia. Electric Flag, Chambers Brothers, Leonard Cohen is on here. Moby Grape too, yeah. Yeah, nice, fantastic idea for a thread. Wow, real cool. I love this, and I think that Stefan Schipper, 773, has this. This is a compilation on the Plurex label out of Holland. Just killer. Look at this. Plurex Hours is the name of the comp, and yeah, like a watch. Isn't that tight? And then all over the years, it's faded like that. It wasn't like this. It wasn't that real pronounced. The color difference, that's over time. But this has some great bands and exclusive tracks. Nasmach, Section 25, Exmal Deutschland, Dislocation Dance. Yeah, I love compilations. Mini Pops. The Mini Pops on here is great. So yeah, I'm just getting all vibed up from doing this. See, these are records that I haven't even played in a while. Just, you know how it is. There's so much going on, and the shit's sitting right in front of your face, but it's just sitting there, and you know, it's like dormant. Now pulling these out and showing them to you, it's like I want to hear everything, and so I'll be hearing some of this. How are we doing on time? Okay, I have to put this one away. It's pretty. I would say this is, if you can find this, not that you would necessarily pay a lot of money for it, because I think you could come across this somewhere where someone doesn't know what the hell it is and get it for cheap. But I think also it would be something that you'd be hard for you to find. Here's a Play It Again Sam Records sampler called The Dice Are Rolling. And again, just look at the lineup. Legendary Pink Dots, Neon Judgment, Agrum, Trisomy 21, Bollock Brothers, Siglo, Svente. This is my shit. I'm going to grab a few more. There are some that, one I want to grab that was the talk of the VC when it came out, and it kind of spread. And I don't know who showed it first, but I grabbed it from seeing people getting it, and it is this. Those Shocking, Shaking Days. And this is just a monster compilation from the Middle East. Psychedelia from the 60s and 70s, and soul and pop and just some dynamite. Indonesian hard psychedelic progressive rock and funk, 1970 to 1978. 3-record set. You know, I was able to get this in one of the original Blake sleeves, and it hasn't come out since. Yeah, guys, I think it was an oversized one. But yeah, look at that. Isn't that tighter than hell? Now we got going Fever Ray. This is Fever Ray going now. If you can hear the music at all, I wanted to show that. And let me just another series of comps that I want to complete is, well, here's one. So many things. The Blake flaps, you know, or not the Blake flaps, but the flaps on the sleeves, you know, they're a bit much to deal with, but it's like the Made to Measure series. There's, I don't know, 30 or 40 in this. Again, on the Cram Disc label out of Belgium. And just fantastic artists. On this one, it's Aksak Mabul and Tuxedo Moon. Benjamin Lewin Minimal Compact. I mean, that's just some dope music, you know. It's just like, and then what I have here is what I have of the Love, Peace, and Poetry, which I don't have what I'd like, but this is what I have of it: the Love, Peace, and Poetry, and with the same cover girl on every one. This is the Asian psychedelic music. Some of these are in colored vinyl, but I'm not going to bother right now. Latin American. What's going on, baby, up there in your drawers? She's tight. She is. Turkish. This is probably my favorite of them. The ones I have is the Turkish psychedelic. Özdemir Erdogan Big Orchestrasi. That's, oh god, that's so good. And then of course you have is Bunalim on here? It's just fantastic. Yeah, Erkin Kore. He's on here. Just killer stuff. The Turkish one. This one might be on colored vinyl. I have the British one. Girlfriend's just busting out, you know what I'm saying? I can't help but say something. I love these covers, you know. And the pointy bra, like it's gonna, like, you know, poke you, you know what I'm saying? Chilean. This is another good one. I think this one is a colored vinyl. I think this is. Yep. Beautiful. Very similar to oh my god, it's the same color as Endrima. Is this Pirates? No, it's not. But look at that color. It's about almost the same purple. That's pretty much the same purple as Endrima. Wow. This is the Chilean psychedelic music compilation. Great series. Great series. I'm not going to go too much longer, folks. You know, I don't, because it's hard for me. You know, like Tony, Fart Boy, if you watch this, your 49-minute video, it will take me forever to get to it. The time alone just daunts me. It's psychological. It's just, you know, I'm being honest. You know me. The African psychedelic music. This is excellent. Fucking excellent. And so that's what I have of those. And the last comp that I pulled is Live at Target. This is really super rare and killer. Carl, you know this. I bet you have this. Live at Target. February 24th, 1980. Flipper, Nervous Gender, Factrix, Uns. I mean, the beginnings and the real, being on the real ground floor of the industrial underground, or whatever you want to fucking call it, but people making this dark ass cool fucking music on Subterranean Records. Yeah, this is an old reissue. I don't think there's ever been a reissue. Subterranean. Out of San Francisco. If you find anything on the Subterranean Records label, record out of San Francisco, you got yourself something. Makes me think of L. Jeff Klukowski, my friend. You have some Subterranean Records. I bet you have some dope punk stuff and punk related music in your collection. Raul, excellent thread. Obviously I could do several, and I'm looking at oh man, might do another.